A story about the clever tortoise and the feast in the sky. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a clever tortoise. The tortoise was known for his cunning ways and his love for good food. One day he heard that the birds were planning a grand feast in the sky. Determined not to miss out, the tortoise came up with a plan. He went to the birds and said, "My dear friends, I have heard about your feast in the sky. I wish to join you, but as you know, I cannot fly. If you lend me some feathers, I can make wings and join you in your celebration." The birds, being kind-hearted and unsuspecting, agreed. Each bird contributed a feather, and soon the tortoise had a pair of beautiful wings. He thanked the birds and took to the sky with them. As they were flying, the birds asked the tortoise what name he would use at the feast, as it was customary to use a special name at such gatherings. The tortoise, always thinking ahead, replied, "My name will be all of you." When they arrived at the feast, the birds began to eat, but the tortoise, true to his cunning nature, announced, "This food was prepared for all of you, and since that is my name, I will eat first." He then proceeded to eat the best portions of the feast, leaving only scraps for the birds. Realizing they had been tricked, the birds decided to teach the tortoise a lesson. They each took back the feathers they had given him, leaving the tortoise stranded in the sky. Without his wings, the tortoise began to fall. As he fell, he called out to his wife, who was down on the ground, "Wife, please lay out all the soft things in the house so I can land safely." But his wife, thinking quickly, laid out only hard objects, like mortars and pestles. When the tortoise landed, his shell was cracked into many pieces. Over time, his shell healed, but it remained covered in cracks, a reminder of his trickery and the consequences of his actions. And so, the tale of the clever tortoise and the feast in the sky was passed down through generations, teaching the importance of honesty and the consequences of deceit.